And Mr. Speaker, the gold for oil program is alongside the domestic gold purchase program of the central bank, the Bank of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, maybe I should explain. Until the introduction of the gold for oil program, the Bank of Ghana's reserves when it comes to gold was totally insignificant. And through the domestic gold purchase program, today our nation, a gold-producing nation, can say proudly that the reserves of the Bank of Ghana when it comes to gold is shored up. And this is what culminated in the gold for oil program. Mr. Speaker, over 800,000 metric tons of crude oil, almost 30% of our national crude oil consumption, was purchased through this policy without having to look for dollars, Mr. Speaker, without having to look for the scarce foreign exchange to import this crude oil into our country. Mr. Speaker, when you look at page 31 of the budget statement, paragraph 139, you will find that the finance minister copiously refers to this outstanding intervention and the positive consequences it's having on our economy. Mr. Speaker, if you will permit me, I will quote the finance minister verbatim, and I refer the House, Mr. Speaker, to page 31 of the budget statement, specifically paragraph 139 and 140, where the finance minister says, and I quote, "Since the inception of the Gold for Reserves program, the Bank of Ghana has purchased a total amount of 17.89 tons, $1,140 million of gold to boost its gold reserves. Since the inception of the Gold for Oil program, 23 cargoes have been imported into our country." Mr. Speaker, he goes on, "The plan is to scale up the program to cover 50% of our national consumption." Mr. Speaker, as I say, 30% of our national consumption have been purchased through the gold for oil intervention. And that has resulted in a reduction of fuel prices in our country. And Mr. Speaker, specifically, you will see that in November 2022, the price of the exchange rate stood at 17 Ghana cedis. By November 2023, the exchange rate had dropped to 12 Ghana cedis as a result of this intervention. Mr. Speaker, this policy was implemented by the Vice President. That is why I say in times of crisis, you need bold leaders who will make the right decisions. And that is why I salute the Vice President for coming up with this policy, the Gold for Oil program. Mr. Speaker, governance is about choices, governance is about ideas, governance is about thinking through the issues, governance is about effective implementation, and Vice President Dr. Bawumia, as he's done all through his public life, has demonstrated that he has the capacity to make the right decision.